Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Founders Grid, sponsored by Gaper.io. Today, we have Clem, the managing partner at Toro Group. Clem, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Give us a brief background about yourself, what you've been doing before Toro Group.
Sure. So I'll be as brief as I can. I'm probably one of the younger guests that you've had on, if not the youngest guest. I'm currently a business student pursuing degrees in finance and marketing. I'm also making a transition between two Michigan undergrad programs. However, I've been involved in digital marketing since high school, which is when I began learning SEO, web development, PPC ad targeting, etc. That's also where I got my first freelance clients. And since then, after about 2.5 years at the college level, I've taken on a lead role in the marketing department of a small Detroit-based healthcare agency. And more recently, I've taken on the role of full-time managing partner at Toro Group, which is a full-service boutique digital marketing agency. And now we're sort of a crossover consultancy firm focused on the tech side of the M&A sector.
Great. And how's the journey been with Toro so far?
So the journey with Toro, I'm new at the firm, frankly speaking. So it's been about several months, and I would say that the managing team brought me on board basically to assist with the transition to servicing private equity and the mergers and acquisitions consultancy side of things, as most of our clients have been startups in the tech space, as well as some well-established firms in various other industries, such as automotive, manufacturing, and security systems. However, personally, I would say that my skill set is very well adapted for communicative purposes and also client acquisition. So having my input is something that the managing team at Toro has really valued as we look to both bring on private equity partners as we help tech firms and growing agencies consolidate their services, sometimes through mergers and acquisitions. And also as we seek to go into that direction as well and expand our own digital marketing and expand our own digital offering more broadly speaking.
Interesting. So, unfortunate times because of COVID, right? And
Definitely.
the whole world is seeing a marketing shift as well as a remote work shift. So going forward, how do you see that? You mentioned that you're also at Toro, you're also exploring the towards digital marketing and things. So can you be more elaborative on the product offerings and how do you see things unfolding?
Certainly. So I think that one of the major opportunities that COVID-19 is fortunate of an event as it is in the pandemic is frankly, I believe that Toro Group is well equipped to address the future, not only in regards to remote operations, as most of our operations have been remote for as long as the agency stands, but we can assist other companies in sort of developing a digital branding strategy as well as online automated systems, to ease some of the burdens that COVID-19 has placed upon operation strategy. Um, to be honest, I think that also with this newer development, one thing that a lot of companies are going to learn how to adapt to is also hiring. For example, previously credentialism, I think before the pandemic was probably the main characteristic that hiring managers and top level decision makers at many well-established firms as well as startups look for in evaluating the candidate for a position. However, I think demonstrable skills, even more so, and a balanced and strong portfolio of actual work is what is going to be deemed and considered more highly esteemed going forward, as we'll probably see a lot of educational institutions lose enrollment. I think that that's already happening, and perhaps even the actual quality of a higher education may decline due to remote education.
Hmm. Interesting perspective. So last question, remote work with being on the rise, right? And with the co-workings going through some kind of confusion, and especially the real estate sector, do you think we're hearing news that companies are coming up with objectives that we're saving this much on rent by working from home, we're saving this much on it. Do you think the world will go back to normal? If it is unable to go back to normal, then do you think we will be able to do everything via Zoom? Is
That's
that
a good
possible?
question. So, firstly, I do think that financial considerations are, for now, initially, a major factor in decisions around both hiring and also full time work. Um, in addition to keeping staff in house, I
Yeah.
actually believe that probably a lot more business owners and top level executives, especially in the startup space, in the creative and digital space where I work, are probably going to start looking to sources such as Gaper.io. They're probably going to start looking more so at the TopTal, even to Upwork, as they consider candidates, so that they can outsource a lot of that workload, maybe at a lower price, even so that they're actually saving money and can continue operations while maintaining a high level of quality in their service offering. But when it comes to the future, quite frankly, I don't think that I can truly speak to how COVID-19 is going to affect all of business operations more broadly speaking, but I can at least say that in the digital arena, what I've just stated is probably going to be the likely outcome. And not only that, but going forward, getting back to normal would, of course, mean that we'd have to get COVID-19 as a pandemic and as an illness under a respective form of control. And even if we are able to accomplish that, I think general hysteria and concern over infection and the kind of stalls that can provide, and actually delivering services and delivering products and goods, is really going to force a lot of organizations to keep many of these same solutions that are being developed currently on standby.
Okay. Glenn, thank you so much for being on the show. Take care of yourself. We could have continued, but my marketing team tells me I have to keep it within 9 minutes. So thank you so much, and take care of yourself and stay safe.
Mustafa, same to you. I appreciate your time. Thank you.